Hello friends, welcome to the Reading Mindset. Today, we're talking about Mindful Self-Discipline by Giovanni Dienstmann. Meet Sam, a young man from a small town, around 24-25 years old. He looked ordinary but thought extraordinary. His problem? He'd start tasks but never finished them, whether it was waking up early, following a diet, studying, or going to the gym. Everything would go well for a few days, then fizzle out. He'd blame himself, thinking, I just don't have self-discipline. But that realization didn't change much. One day, Sam ran into his old school friend Jay, now a successful motivational speaker. Over coffee, Sam shared his struggle. I can't stay consistent. I'm not lazy, but I just can't build discipline. Jay smiled and said, Sam, do you know the real starting point of self-discipline? What? Sam asked, curious. Purpose. If you don't know why you're doing something, no amount of alarms or to-do lists will keep you disciplined. Without a strong reason, you'll lose every time. Sam was confused. Jay explained, say you want to wake up at 6 a.m. Why? Because some YouTuber said successful people wake up early. Or because you want to improve your body, clear your mind, and work toward your dreams? If it's the latter and it's tied to your heart, you won't need external motivation. Sam started to understand. That night, Sam sat alone and asked himself, what do I want? Why do I want it? What's most important to me? He recalled his old dream of becoming a chartered accountant, California, making his family proud, and believing in himself. He realized he'd been chasing habits without the foundation they needed to stick. The next day, he tried a new approach. Before getting up, he reminded himself of his goal, the promise he made to himself. Whenever his mind wandered, when he felt like scrolling Instagram or going out with friends, he asked, is this taking me closer to or farther from my purpose? The answer made decisions easier. Slowly, a change emerged. Discipline wasn't forced, it felt natural. Going to the gym wasn't a burden because he knew a strong body would boost his confidence. Studying for the California exam wasn't torture because he saw it as a step toward his goal. One day, his friend Mark asked, Sam, how'd you get so consistent? You used to binge Netflix with me. Sam smiled, I learned one thing, without a deeper reason, discipline won't last. When your reason is strong, your mind fights distractions automatically. Mark said, so you found motivation? No, Sam replied, I found clarity. Self-discipline doesn't just need strong willpower, it needs a strong purpose. Once you know why, your mind finds the how. Even when tempted to skip a day, Sam would recall his why, his dream, and it brought him back on track. Months later, his parents noticed he was calmer, more focused, and positive. Discipline wasn't boring or a cage anymore, it was a friend guiding him toward his dreams. Instead of rewarding himself for one day of studying, he now celebrated weeks of consistency, saying, good going, keep moving. Sam posted on social media, discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's about knowing why you want to do it in the first place. Once the why is clear, the how becomes easier. His friends started asking how he stayed so focused. He'd say, look within, find your reason. When it's strong, excuses weaken. Many think discipline means sacrifice, but Sam learned it brings freedom, a freedom from confusion, laziness, distractions, and guilt. It starts with clarity, a simple yet powerful why. Before starting any new task, Sam asked 3 questions. 1. Is this aligned with my goal? 2. Does it match my values? 3. Am I doing it because others are, or because I want to? If the answers were yes, he moved forward, strengthening his discipline. This story shows discipline isn't something to dread or a habit built in a day. It's a journey that begins with clarity and purpose. Without actions tied to your heart, consistency won't last. Like Sam, if you connect with your why, discipline becomes part of your behavior. You won't need constant reminders, decisions become clear, Distractions weaken, and you'll feel proud every day. Discipline isn't punishment, it's the bridge to your dreams, and the first brick is your purpose. Sam's life gained balance. He no longer left things unfinished. His clarity helped him maintain discipline. But a new problem arose: distractions and impulsive behavior. One day in the library, studying for his California exam, his mind wandered. His cell phone kept buzzing at WhatsApp notifications, Instagram reels. He tried to focus, but his mind drifted. He wondered, is my effort lacking? Is my discipline breaking again? Instead of blaming himself, he sought to understand why his mind got distracted so easily. That evening, he visited Jay and shared his struggle. Jay smiled and asked, "Sam, have you ever tried just observing your thoughts?" Sam was puzzled. Jay explained, "When your mind wanders, do you notice it, or do you just scold yourself?" Sam went quiet. Jay continued, "Discipline doesn't mean fighting impulses and suppressing them. That's emotional wrestling. To make discipline sustainable, you need mindfulness." Mindfulness, Jay explained, is observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you're aware your mind is wandering and gently bring it back, real control develops. That night, Sam tried it. When he felt like checking Instagram while studying, he didn't stop himself. Instead, he said, "My mind's distracted, but I don't have to follow this impulse." He took a deep breath, looked at his cell phone, and said softly, "Not now, later." It wasn't instant magic, but slowly, Sam learned to observe. Instead of mindlessly checking notifications, he paused, giving himself a choice: follow the impulse or redirect it consciously. He started meditating for 5 minutes each morning, focusing on his breath and noticing thoughts without engaging them. This sharpened his attention. Distractions lost their grip. When his friend Leo asked how he stayed so focused, Sam smiled, "I don't fight my thoughts anymore. I notice them, understand them, and ask, do I want to follow this impulse?" Mindfulness gave Sam a new strength: awareness. He wasn't forcing discipline like a soldier, he was guiding his behavior like an observer. When boredom hit during study, he'd ask, "Am I bored, or just trying to escape?" If his mind felt restless, he took a 2-minute mindful break, a deep breathing, observing his surroundings, then refocusing. Mindfulness added depth to his discipline. He didn't need to push himself, he gently reminded himself of his choices. During a mock test for the California exam, when a tough question frustrated him, instead of giving up, he paused, breathed, and said, "It's okay, just observe this feeling." The moment was uncomfortable, but he accepted it and moved on. He learned that accepting and understanding impulses was more powerful than suppressing them. Sam's mindfulness became a daily routine. Every morning, he spent 5 minutes checking in with his feelings and setting priorities. His mind stayed clearer, and distractions had less power. Discipline wasn't a cage anymore, it was a guiding light, not judgmental but aware. He wrote in his diary, "Discipline isn't about suppressing desire, it's about understanding it." Mindfulness is the key. His friends, even his mom, started asking about meditation. One day in the library, a girl approached. "Are you Simon? I heard you practice mindfulness. I feel distracted too, can you help?" Sam smiled, "Sure. When your mind wanders, don't grab it. Just watch it and gently remind yourself what you want to choose." Her eyes lit up, as if someone understood her for the first time. Sam realized discipline isn't sustained by motivation or force alone. Mindfulness gives conscious control over behavior. When you're aware, you don't react, you respond. That's the difference between a distracted mind and a disciplined one. Sam's life was now stable, thanks to discipline and mindfulness. But the human mind is never linear. One day, he felt low, his motivation gone. He snoozed his alarm, skipped meditation, and didn't study. Guilt hit him midnight. Am I slipping back? The next day was the same, motivation was nowhere. On the third day, looking in the mirror, he realized, Motivation isn't constant. If I rely on it, consistency isn't possible. He went to Jay and shared, I don't feel motivated every day. Everything was fine, but now nothing feels good. Jay listened and said, good, you noticed it. Motivation is like an emotional wave, it comes and goes. Relying on it is like building on an unstable foundation. Sam asked, so I keep pushing myself? Jay replied, no, build a system that guides you, motivated or not. Jay gave Sam a notebook and said, make a daily routine with small habits that keep you on track. Sam designed a system, starting small. He placed his alarm where he had to get up to turn it off. After waking, he did 5 minutes of mindfulness. He made a checklist, meditation done, journaled, studied for an hour, avoided phone until 10 a.m., drank water. These weren't glamorous but formed his system. He didn't need to chase motivation, the system kept him in flow. When his friend Leo asked how he managed consistent energy, Sam laughed, my energy fluctuates, but my routine doesn't. He showed Leo his simple schedule, fixed wake-up time, a walk during breaks, a social media blocker app, and revision time. He'd broken his goal into small steps. Leo asked, so you don't need motivation? Sam said, I do, but I don't depend on it. Like a train needs effort to start, but systems keep it steady. My system is my train. Even on off days, Sam stayed productive with his systema, organizing notes or reviewing tests if studying felt hard. During a family issue, his routine kept him grounded despite emotional stress. He added intention setting to his mornings, asking, what's my main purpose today? Sometimes it was finishing revision, avoiding distractions, or staying calm. This gave his day direction. He learned motivation sparks the fire, but systems keep it burning. His philosophy, dreams aren't achieved by inspiration but execution, and execution needs systems. When seniors asked how he stayed consistent, Sam said, I don't try to win every day, I just play every day with my system. Discipline wasn't a struggle anymore, it was reliable, like a trusted friend. Sam's performance improved, his focus sharpened, and he felt more confident. But some choices were still tough, like resisting his favorite street food or binge-watching a new series. He realized his willpower wasn't equally strong everywhere. One evening, he told Jay, I'm disciplined, but some temptations are hard to resist. Logic vanishes. Jay smiled, willpower is like a muscle. You train it like you train in the gym, with effort and rest. Sam was intrigued, I can train my willpower? Exactly, Jay said. Try small exercises, like a cold shower. It's a direct fight with your comfort zone. Sam found the idea daunting, but he decided to challenge his comfort zone. The next morning, Sam turned on the cold water and hesitated. His mind made excuses, not today, I'll start tomorrow. But he told himself, just 10 seconds. The cold was a shock, but he stayed, teeth chattering, reminding himself, this is willpower training. When he stepped out, he felt an invisible arena, not just a shower but a challenge to his comfort zone. He continued daily, increasing the time to 30 seconds, then 2 minutes. His confidence grew, he trusted his training. Another trick was delayed gratification. When tempted by sweets or Netflix, he'd say, I'll think about it in 10 minutes. Often, the urge passed. Once, facing his favorite pastry, he told himself, if I wait 30 minutes, I earn it. That small win strengthened his willpower. He saw himself as an athlete training mental strength with daily efforts, conscious decisions, and rest. Sam prioritized high willpower tasks for mornings when his mind was fresh. He started a willpower tracker, noting wins like cold shower done, avoided social media for 3 hours, or resisted junk food. Each checkmark signaled growing control. If he gave into an impulse, he treated it like a missed gym rep. No big deal, try again tomorrow. Jay saw his tracker and said, you're a serious athlete now. Just remember, recovery is as important as effort. Sam smiled. "I don't overdo it. Meditation, light music, and early sleep are my recovery tools." He learned strong willpower comes from smart effort, not burnout. Temptations no longer caused panic. He observed, paused, and decided thoughtfully. His default reaction became intentional, not impulsive. Sam's journey wasn't just about studying or discipline anymore. He controlled his comfort, not the other way around. His strength came from daily cold showers, resisted sweets, and paused impulses. When asked how to build willpower, he said, "Like a muscle, daily practice, a bit of discomfort, and lots of patience." His life had clarity and stability, but sometimes, at day's end, he felt lost, like his routine lacked deeper meaning. One evening, over coffee with Jay, he shared, "Everything's fine, habits are strong, but something feels missing. I'm doing things, but I forget why." Jay smiled. "You need a magic tool, an intention journal." Jay explained, "Every morning, write your focus, while you are working, and at night, reflect, did I stay aligned with my why? Where did I drift?" Sam tried it. That night, he wrote in his old notebook, "My intention journal begins today." The next morning, before touching his phone, he wrote, "Today's focus, 3 hours of deep work. My why, I want to feel proud and build my future. Reminder, stay away from distractions." These lines gave his day a mission-like start. When bored or tempted to scroll, he recalled his why, feeling proud. At night, he reflected, mostly aligned, but wasted 20 minutes on Instagram after lunch. "Tomorrow, I'll take a 10-minute walk then." The journal became his closest friend, starting each day with purpose and ending with honest reflection. Journaling boosted Sam's productivity. He paused before tasks, asking, "Is this aligned with my intention?" He skipped tasks not tied to his why. Every Sunday, he reviewed his journal, noticing patterns like weaker focus midweek or evening social media temptations. He made adjustments, like planning extra motivation for Wednesdays and putting his phone on airplane mode in the evenings. His decisions became mindful, not random. In a college session on building routines, Sam shared his intention journal, inspiring others. A junior started journaling after Sam gifted him a notebook, saying, "Just start. It's okay if it's imperfect, just be honest." Sam's life now had clarity, purpose, and intentional energy. On tough days, he read old journal entries, "Today's focus, stay calm when things go wrong. My why, I want to be emotionally stable." Each page was a mentor, tracking progress and motivating him. When he completed his 100th journal page, he wrote, "Dear Sam, you don't need external inspiration. You're your own guide. Your why will keep you steady. Keep writing, aligning, and moving forward." His conclusion was clear: discipline, systems, willpower, and intention together bring true transformation. Friends, how did you like this summary? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for listening till the end.